Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today we are talking about the FOMC meeting today from the Federal Reserve. We had the meeting at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can see what happened every time. I don't know what everyone was expecting. We all knew that there was going to be no rates cut at this meeting. We all knew that's not going to happen until, I don't know, September or something, probably. Where even is, oh, we're on hourly here. Let's go to daily. So I don't even know if they have it listed on here, but they should have some future events. No, they don't have it. They don't go out that far. But basically, TradingView even has like these little news things. I don't know if you know, if you're on TradingView, you can actually right click on these and go to settings, and you can say like, show me economic events, which is like the FOMC and interest rates, all that stuff. And you can say only future or whatever. So you can modify that if you didn't know. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the Federal Reserve. If you guys don't know what it is or how it works, I put together a little bit of information on the Federal Reserve. So we'll just talk about that real quick, and then we'll go into some of technical analysis, some of the alts, some of my trades, what's going on there. So basically, Federal Reserve, what is it? It was created in 1913 to oversee the central banking system in the USA. The main concerns was basically like, if we're concerned about a huge crash for the entire economy in the United States, it was basically made as a way to kind of control that. So their first three objectives when it first got established was maximizing employment, stabilizing prices, which is inflation, and moderating long-term interest rates. Then later, they kind of had some additional duties added to their what they're doing. So supervising and regulating banks, maintaining the stability of the financial system, providing financial services to depository institutions, the US government and foreign institutions. There's this bunch of stuff with like check clearing and stuff like that the Fed does. When it's like kind of a recession or people are worried about a recession, sometimes banks won't take checks from other banks. So then, they'll use the Fed to kind of clear those checks. And there's basically a couple layers of the Fed. There is a board, FRB, the Federal Reserve Board, appointed by the president. So it's technically not a government entity. The Federal Reserve is a private entity, but the board is kind of appointed by the government, but they really don't have anything to do with the government, right? Their only goal is just the economy, basically. That's all they care about. Unemployment, inflation, that is literally all they care about. And I actually watched the FOMC, which I'm going to talk about here. The Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC, sets monetary policy by adjusting the federal funds rate, which influence market interest rates. So I actually watched the FOMC meeting today for the first time. I haven't really watched him before. It was kind of funny. He had like a very quick speech basically saying that, we're not going to be changing the rates. And then a bunch of people asked questions, and it was kind of funny because basically everyone asked the same question, basically at least, versions of the same question. So I just want to talk about this real quick because I know maybe not a lot of people know how it works and all of that. This is just general information that I got from Wikipedia, so feel free to go check it out. I just want to talk about it real quick. I have some information in my Miro sheet here. I'm trying to put together kind of just some general information for anyone who wants to look at it. I'll put this link in the description below if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, and while you're down there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button. And again, remember, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a CPA. I just do this for fun. And yeah, that's that. So we had a nice little pullback of about, what do we see today? About 3%. And you can see it's very bloody for a lot of the other market and the altcoins especially. So Solana, I had a trade open here, which is now going negative. I'm not going to close the trade. I don't have leverage, so I'm not worried about it getting liquidated or anything like that. So I'm just going to hold it for a little bit, and everything will go back up eventually, right? So again, as I always say, zoom out, and this is where we're at, right? So this is where we're at. We're going to be testing some new waters here. We have a weekly, look at this weekly candle. That's like a huge bullish candle. So it's really surprising to see, just a straight downward candle after that. But again, we've been trading in this channel for quite some time. So I'm kind of assuming that this is going to go down. It's going to test maybe the 62,000, maybe 63,000 range. We also have our EMA moving up here as well. So we're going to be testing the EMA. We're going to be testing this channel. And about here is where I am guessing that we're going to go up. And that is basically a month from today. So I don't know. That's just a guess. That's just from looking at the data from other cycles. I'm just trying to estimate about when we're going to start moving. So all I did was I basically looked at other halvings, and then I looked at this time, and it's, about 140 days between the halving and the time we start going up. So if we move that over here, that's what we got going on, about 140 days. So we have about another month. So I don't know. I don't think we're going to get too far below this 63,000 level. I don't think we'll get anywhere near these 54,000 levels that we've tested previously. I don't think we'll get anywhere near those. So let's talk about a couple of other trades here. Render has been the worst performing thing I have owned for a very long time now. This currency was all the way up at $10, $11, $13 for quite some time, and then now we are just bottomed down to nothingness. We're basically back to the rate of almost last year, but really about February of this year, we're all the way back down there. It might be a great buy, honestly, because what we're doing here is we're actually testing this Fibonacci right here, this 786, sorry. So, you can see last time we tested this, we went up 30%. So if you are looking to get into a trade, I think Render might be a good one right now. It is very, very, I would say, oversold. And look we've tested this 3 times. This will be the 3rd time. We tested it once, and we basically went up 22%. We tested it again, and we went up 27%. So this would probably be a good trade, but remember, not financial advice, just what I see from this chart. As long as no other bad news or anything crazy happens, this should be a good trade as well. FET, my other trade, is just down as well. I'm down 13%. Again, I don't use leverage, so I'm not going to close the trade. It just means that I'm not going to be taking profits for a while. It might be another month before we go back up and I can take some profits, but that's that. I actually opened a trade on ENS as well. That was looking amazing, and I probably should have taken profits at about 9-10%, because now I am down 3%. So I should have probably taken some profits. I usually look to do longer trades, a week or 3 to 5 days instead of just like an hour or two. But I probably should have closed it, taken some profits. I'm just right now in this market, because I know we are so close to this banana zone, as people are calling it. I'm very leery to take short trades or get out of trades too quickly, because it feels bad when you get out of a trade and then you look at it later and you could have made 100% gains or something, and you took a 9% gain. But you know what? Profits are profits. It is important to take profits as well. But what else we got going on here? I don't know if there's anything else crazy. Oh, let's just talk about interest rates and all of that good stuff here. So if we pull up, first of all, let's talk about US dollar just real fast. US dollar has been trading in this range for a while. For the most part, it's been trading in here since the beginning of 2023. We've been trading in and out of this channel, and you can see it's crazy to see cryptocurrency crashing so hard, because the US dollar is also crashing. Obviously not as hard. It's only got down a little bit, but this is basically the futures index of the US dollar. It just gives you a kind of a good estimation of where the US dollar is. So we're losing a little bit of power in the US dollar, which should help assets, should help stocks and crypto and all that good stuff. But then also I have been looking at unemployment rates, because, after we're doing the FOMC meeting and all that stuff, I'm like, let's take a look at unemployment. And it's kind of interesting, right? So you see we're rounding over actually quite a lot. I guess this number, 20%. These are already percentages on the side here, so that doesn't really make sense. It's not really a 20%. You're going from 3% to 4%. I guess it's a 20% change, but yeah, you can see every time this rounds over, it kind of crashes. So I don't know. Obviously, this was like 2008 financial crisis. This was COVID. Look at the unemployment on COVID. That's like insane. So the unemployment rate is turning over. I'm sure that the next FOMC meeting that they're probably going to be cutting rates. And honestly, I don't even know why rates matter that much to people in cryptocurrency. I guess that when the rates are cut, I guess the point is when the rates are really high, you can just have a federally insured government bond that gives you a really high percentage. But if the rates are really low, you can't have that. So you have to look into other markets to basically, get the kind of rates that you want, right? So interesting. Mortgage rates obviously have been pretty steady for the last while because the Fed, again, has not change anything. If you look at housing, this is an interesting one I look at as well. United States single family homing prices. I have this marker because this is when I bought my house. I got really lucky. I bought my house and I bought an average house for an average price. That's about what I paid for my house. And then now we're right about here. So I have about 127% gain on my house. Obviously, you don't really get gains on real estate, right? Because by the time you factor in the interest rate, all of the, your property taxes, all the maintenance you do on your home, you're not really making a profit. You're more just building equity into your home so you can use that cash to roll over into your next house. So you don't really make money on houses unless you're buying it in cash and fixing it up and flipping it or something like that. But obviously you're going to save a lot of money versus renting. Although lately people have been saying, at a 7% interest rate, you really don't save much money over renting. But okay, let's go back to cryptos, and we'll probably end this video soon. What else did I see? I saw Bitcoin Cash just dropped a little bit. The market's pretty bloody. Everything but Caspa. Caspa has just been trucking. I don't have any Caspa. I don't think any of the exchanges I have access to Caspa. I don't believe so. Yeah, that one's just rocking and rolling. It seems to be pretty immune to everything going on. Everything else is red. A lot of red today. Caw way down. A couple of meme coins down here. BOME down 7%, but this one had a nice little rally and came out of the channel. As you can see, it's coming right back into the channel. But anyways, enough ranting about that. Kind of wanted to just talk about the FOMC meeting today. Kind of want to talk about interest rates. I don't know why people care that much about interest rates. It's kind of funny. Everyone literally knew what he was going to say today. I mean, the odds were like 2% for a rate cut. So 98% for keeping it the same. So everyone knew this was going to happen, but yet we lost a bunch of value in Bitcoin anyways. But that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below. What do you guys think? That is going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out that mirror sheet if you want. I'll be adding a lot of stuff to it. Join my Discord if you want. I got a lot of stuff going on Discord. I like to post my trades in there. I like to post some news when we get news and stuff like that. So feel free to join the Discord. Not a lot of us there, but there's a couple. Feel free to join, ask questions, whatever you want. Share your thoughts, share your trades, whatever you guys want. So that's it for the video. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that subscribe button, press that like button, and have a great day, everyone. See you guys.